What's going on, everybody? It's the Jack here with another Wavature 101, Wavature 101 video for you guys today on this wonderful Wavy Wednesday. Pardon the fro, I'm just, going through combing and, doing my daily routines of combing up my hair and then combing it back down and all that. I just decided to, record the video while I was in the middle of it. However, that's neither here nor there. This video, I'll be telling you guys some of the keys to speed up your progress, all right? To get your hair waving at a faster rate than it's ever been before. This is one thing that, all of us wavers want. We want our hair to get wavy. We want to be dipping and spinning and swimming in the quickest amount of time possible. Now, I'm not saying that doing these things will have you from 0 to 100 in a matter of a day or two. I'm just saying that these things is going to help in speeding up the progression of your waves, in the speeding up the progression of you becoming an elite waver. And these few tips I'm gonna give you guys are definitely gonna be the keys, the major key, the high key, the only keys, not the only keys, but these tips is what you guys are going to need in order to speed up your wave progress, to maximize your wave potential at a faster rate. So stay tuned. Now, tip number 1, as far as speeding up your wave progress. When it comes to speeding up your wave progress, we all get waves from brushing. So the more you brush, the faster your waves are gonna come in. So what I can say for you guys in the beginner stages, if you just cut your hair to get your waves going, or if you're still brushing for your ripples, or if you're at the ripple stage, just keep brushing. Brush, 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 brush all day, every day, all day, every day, all day, every day. Brush all day and every day. Brush all day and every way. Nah, seriously though, brush all day. Do not stop. Don't stop brushing. When you wake up in the morning, have a little 10-minute brush session before you go to work, before you go to school, before you do whatever you do in the morning. When you get home from work or you get home from school or whatever you do during that time period, come back home, get another 15-20 minute brush session in. While you're watching your favorite show on the commercial, make sure you're getting them brush sessions in. Just hit one side every commercial series, you feel me? Before you go to bed, the best time is to brush before you go to bed because you're not doing anything, you're not in a rush to do anything. Make sure you're going in for that 20 to 30 minute session. If you do that, you're gonna accumulate over an hour's worth of brushing a day. And if you was to do that, I guarantee you, your waves will start progressing a lot faster. Just stick to it. Keep that brush moving. Your brush should be on go mode at all times. There's no red lights when it comes to the brushing. Your brushing stays on green lights and green lights only, all right? Now, tip number 2. Tip number 2 involves around the woofing aspect of waving. You do not have to woof for extended periods of time, but you have to woof you kind of have to woof. You have to let your hair grow out, reach its curl length, so them curls get laid down and those curls could turn into waves. You feel me? You have to woof. But I'll say, like, you see what I'm doing right now, I got a little woof going myself. But when it comes to woofing and growing out your hair, I highly recommend you guys do not cut your hair down more than once a month. You can cut it down once a month. That's gonna give you at least 4 weeks in between major cut downs. You can get your shape ups, your lineups, your tapers, your drop fades, or whatever haircut that you usually get with your waves. But do not cut your waves down more than once a month. If you start cutting your waves down more than once a month, you're not gonna really be able to lock down any of the progress you gain because you're gonna be cutting off the progress. If you cut your haircut like every 2 weeks, right? And you're going and it's that second week, then you go to get your haircut, you're not giving your waves time to form. You're not giving your ripples time to turn into waves, or you're not gonna be giving your waves enough time to get your flow better and to actually start connecting. You have to woof. Go at least 4 weeks in between each cut, at least 4 weeks. Depending on how fast your hair grows. If your hair grows faster than others, I'll say that probably like three to 4 weeks. If your hair grows slower than others, then go 4 to 5, maybe 6 weeks. But, you know, on average, go at least 4 weeks, at least 4.5 weeks in between major cut downs. Now, tip number three. This tip is big. Make sure you guys are either shampoo brushing or brushing in the shower of some sort. Shampoo brushing is one of my favorite sessions to have. When you're having your shampoo sessions, your shampoo brush sessions, you're actually seeing the angles you're hitting. So that goes into kind of tip number 4 as far as staying consistent with your angles. When you're shampoo brushing, you see the angles that you're hitting to get your waves to come in. Therefore, you can be more precise with each brush stroke because of the fact you can actually see it. Now, Jackson, how can you see your brush strokes? Because the shampoo is gonna go in the direction that your brush moves. I recently dropped the shampoo brush session video. I believe I dropped that sometime last week. Go watch that video. And watching that video, you're gonna understand what I mean as far as, you know, seeing the actual shampoo move, because it's gonna go in the direction of that brush. You feel me? So if you brush this way, the shampoo's gonna go this way. If you brush this way, the shampoo's gonna go that way. You feel me? So just really make sure you're shampoo brushing. And also when you're shampoo brushing and you're shower brushing, when your hair is wet, it's gonna curl up. And it's gonna, when your hair curls up and you brush it down, those curls are gonna eventually turn into more waves. So I can't explain how important that is, because, you know, as I just said, waves are laid down curls, so you want to make sure you're curling up your hair as much as possible. And the best way for hair to curl up is when it's wet, and that goes for all textures, whether you're straight hair waver, medium hair waver, moderate hair waver, or coarse hair waver, or long hair waver. What doesn't matter, when your hair is wet, it's going to curl up, and those curls are going to be easier to form into waves. Tip number 5, technically, because tip number 1 was brush, tip number 2 was the woof, tip number 3 was a shampoo brush, tip number 4 was the you know, stay consistent with your angle. So yeah, tip number 5. Tip number 5 is just the this probably should have been tip number 2, honestly, but tip number 5. This tip is something I've been telling you guys since day 1, since literally my second video. You guys are going to want to rag up at night. I already explained it to you guys on why. Just do it, be like Nike, and just do it, just rag up at night. It's not hard. Tip number 6. This kind of combats with woofing. You know, this kind of goes, not combats, this coincides with woofing. That's the correct C word. This coincides with woofing. When you guys are woofing, make sure you're maintaining that woof. You feel me? Make sure you're keeping that woof laid. You do not want that woof to go awry, because once it does that, you're going to lose progress, and you can't progress fast or progress quickly if you're losing progress. You can't march up the field if your quarterback keeps getting sacked. You feel me? It's common sense at that point. You feel me? Now, another way to get your waves to start coming in faster is to, you know, document your progress. I think I told you this before when you in terms of taking pictures. You know, when you document your progress, and you see some growth in your waves, that's gonna motivate you guys to keep brushing more. You know, I probably brush more now than I've done when I was going through the getting my wave stage. You feel me? As far as, you know, the time I'm brushing. You know, before, when I didn't have my waves like as good as they are now, you know, I was just, you know, going through the motions with my brushing. Then as my ripples started coming in, I started going even harder. Then as my ripples started turning into waves, I went even harder. Then as my waves started connecting more, I went even harder. Then once my crown started coming in, I went even harder. You know, you just keep going. As you progress in your wave journey, brush more, get more sessions in, make more time to brush, because you're just gonna get better and better and better from here. There is no ceiling. Hashtag shout out to Lil Wayne. No ceiling. One of the best mixtapes of all time. But that's not what we're here for. Even though I'm excited that Carter 5 is supposedly dropping on Friday. Let's get it, Lil Wayne to go. But yeah, there's no ceilings when it comes to waving. You feel me? You cannot become a you can become elite, but you can't like really, there's no stopping. There's no, all right, I'm here, I can't go any higher. Because there's always something you can do. You know, you can work on your crown, weak side, waves, you know, you feel me? There's always something that you can do as far as working on your waves. If your waves are already dipping and you got a flawless pattern, no forks or none of that, you can always work on your hair health and just work on, you know, you're going to be brushing for maintenance. And when you're brushing for maintenance, you're going to be even bettering those waves because they're just going to lay down better. They're going to hit better. They're going to be trained better. They're just going to get better and better and better and better. But yeah, I'm telling you guys, if you was to just follow that code that I just gave you guys, rewind the video if needed to get the rundown again. But just follow these steps, follow these tips that I just gave you guys, and your waves will start coming in at a super fast rate and coming in faster and looking better earlier on in your stages. And all of a sudden, you're going to be looking at yourself and you're going to be feeling elite. Then you're going to be the one who's thinking about starting a channel and teaching and giving back to the wave community, because that's what I did. You feel me? I just was taking all the knowledge from other wavers, and you know that, you know, other elite wavers like 360 Jeezy, that was like my guy. Like I was watching his videos almost every night, low key. Like pause. But yeah, I was just, you know, watching him and seeing how he had the swirl, and from there, that kind of, you know, inspired me to, you know, not just get waves, but to be elite with my wavature, then get my swirl going, which you guys know I have, and that John hits like crazy. But yeah, watching dudes like him and Sir Cruz and, you know, even PB, and just seeing like his dedication to it, and, you know, just watching all these dudes whose waves was hitting made me want to take my waves serious. And once I hit my elite status, it was my turn to give back to you guys. So don't forget, once you guys become elite at anything and got the knowledge of anything, whether it's waves, sports, music, then any knowledge, it could be chess of some, for Christ's sake, it could be something as simple as like a little video game or something. You know, make sure you guys always give back. We want to better the next generation. We want to better the next people. So always give back once you guys have a lot of knowledge or wisdom on something. With that being said, I'm going to sign off. I got a lot of stuff to do today. Hopefully this video works out and helps you guys out in your wave journey. Yeah, let me just finish this little wolf comb / brush session out. Then, you know, I'll see you guys next week. Like the video, comment on the video. Matter of fact, I want you guys to comment what stage of waving that you guys are at, so I can start making videos to really pinpoint what you guys need at that point in time. But yeah, comment on the video, subscribe to the channel, hit the notifications bell, because when you subscribe and hit the notifications bell, you don't gotta go searching for the videos. Them Johns gonna come straight to you. It's gonna be like, ding, 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 I'm here. Let's get it. Wavature 1-on-1. You already know what time it is. Pick that goal for next week. Go out and hit that goal. Until then, keep that wavature going. Keep that brush moving. See you guys soon.